Alright, so we are back, and yet again watching the ghost train, because we watched the last time and it was actually pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so this is part 2, and so yeah, subscribe to Kane Fan, help him get 27,000 subscribers, and we're now going to be going into this now. We are now going to be going into this, so stay tuned. Get your popcorn, get your snacks. Basically what I said in the last video. So we're going to be starting now. Alright, let's check the graphics real quick. Right, graphics are fine. No problem. No.
The legend of Timothy's untold story was so dark that if any children were told about it by mishap, they would get nightmares and scream out at night.
I mean, I think it was quite creepy. It was quite dark as well, I'm not gonna lie.
But the story was never revealed to the Fat Controller's engines until now.
The Fat Controller? Who's the Fat Controller? I haven't watched Thomas the Tank Engine much. Who's that? Oh, it's Percy. It's Percy. I like Percy. Percy's pretty cool.
One foggy evening, Percy was returning home after a hard day's work at the docks. He was tired and in need of a long rest.
Wait, isn't Percy a she or a he? I don't know. You tell me. If there's any Thomas the Tank Engine fans in here, then yeah. And also that person in the chat last time who talked about the streamer thing, that's a virus. I'm not getting tricked from that.
He was travelling along a route which he knew of. It was a shortcut to get home. Percy knew where he was, even in the dark.
It should be long now, for I'm nearing Crow's Farm Crossing.
Crow's Farm Crossing was located near Heckenbeek, which was a small hamlet serving as a halt on Thomas's branch
What was
line.
that?
As Percy continued his run, the rails hummed and the signal lights shone green.
Yeah, is the story giving me a virus?
Not familiar to him.
Is the story giving me a virus? No. Don't tell me Timothy's going to oof Percy. If Timothy oofs Percy, I'll be very angry.
Followed by a voice echoing in the darkness. Children. Percy was confused. He slowed down and whistled back.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I like children.
Ooh.
I like children.
Timothy did
Percy
do
was
it.
getting more confused. As he was about to cross Crow's Farm Crossing, he and his crew both gasped in horror as another engine shot out from the fog.
Whoa! That's even worse than last time! That's even worse than last time! And how is he back? How is he back from the dead? I thought he died to, like, himself on thing. Why is he back? He doesn't deserve to be back.
Percy wailed out, whistling long and
Don't get
loud as he
Percy.
closed his eyes.
I swear, if Timothy gets Percy, then I'm just gonna... Better not get Percy.
Expecting a crash. But then silence quickly fell. Cautiously, Percy opened one of his eyes as his driver and fireman looked out from opposite sides of the cab. No one was there.
Oh, that's a good
What
thing.
in Satan's name was that?
It looked like an engine, but that was no kind of engine, but it looked enough.
That was a ghost train. It's not like the one that we were told about, but that was so realistic and terrifying.
Then the driver paused. He began to remember something from long ago.
Percy, remember the time I told you about the ghost story about the one that I saw the night before and was to be a pretend ghost on television? I'm just beginning to think that possibly. No, I'm not kidding here. I believe that now it was not a fake story at all. It was real. I was wrong. The ghost train was real!
Percy's wheels shivered at the thought if his driver was believing the story that he had told him. But even he was starting to have second doubts about it.
What's that story? The fake story that's supposed to be on television.
And he was still thinking about it when he made it back to the sheds. But just who was the mysterious and horrifying ghost engine that he and his crew saw?
His name is Timothy. He was an old but kind engine. No, not kind. He's not kind. His name is Timothy. He was an old and
The
not
next
kind
morning,
engine.
Percy was still feeling shocked from last night.
Where's Thomas's
All
face?
day he kept on thinking about who the ghost train was.
What the heck is
Whether
that?
or not
What
his
the heck is that
driver's
face?
story was really true.
What was that
or
face?
Still made up.
He looks flabbergasted. Percy looks flabbergasted. Is he alright? He needs therapy.
The little green engine could remember the time years ago he was told about it, and then telling about it to Thomas and Toby. Thomas didn't believe it, and later got a fright from Percy after his accident with a cart of lime. It all seemed like yesterday, but both Thomas and Percy had not forgotten about it. At the sheds, Thomas and Toby were being looked at by engineers. Outside, the weather had changed. The mist had come down, and it was crawling along the rails.
Why is it always foggy whenever Timothy comes? It's always foggy, so Timothy's probably going to come any minute now.
At that moment, Percy puffed in after delivering the mail train. But Thomas could see that his friend was not looking his normal self.
Percy, are you okay?
I'm not sure why I'm saying this, but why does Thomas sound kind of like Harry Potter? He sounds like Harry Potter a bit.
Silas, you might find this crazy, but it's hard to believe. But I saw a ghost train. But it's not like any other. It's so scary and very demonic, as if it came from the underworld. And when I saw it, it was coming straight at me. And by the time I opened my eyes, it was gone.
That's some story. And most of all over the top.
Why does he sound like
A ghost train that
Harry
looks
Potter?
demonic? That's mostly something you'd see out of a horror movie.
Did you get a good view of it? What did he look like?
I couldn't tell. It was happening so fast.
Surely your mind was only playing a trick on you. Or perhaps you're remembering about the event years ago when you pulled off that ghost prank on me when you were pretending to be the ghost train from that made-up story your driver told you.
That's just it, Thomas. Remember when my driver told me about that story? He now thinks that it's real. And the ghost train does indeed exist.
Wait. This was all made up. And now years later, your driver's changing it to thinking it's real. Come on, Per. See, ghost stories are there for a reason. They're there to give us a scare, and not like in scaring us to death or something.
Thomas, you don't understand.
You can all go on about this, but that ghost train story that I told Percy a long time ago seems to come back and haunt me.
What do you mean?
The story that I told was for real. When I was looking through the documents of past accidents and incidents, I stumbled across one that had not been looked at in a very long time.
We're in the
Records showed
1980s.
about an
We're in
engine
like the
who had a
19s.
tragic crash and left behind a haunting story that was only have been recently told. The event happened a long time ago, way before Thomas, Percy, and Toby came to the railway. The train was taking passengers home when, according to the reports from the investigators, its brakes failed and the engine continued on going and going until it ran off a cliff, which was where the viaduct was built many years
That's
later.
what happened in the last
The engine
episode.
crashed, killing
This is what happened
everyone.
in the last time.
But as the decades went by, witnesses claimed to have seen a ghost train running along the anniversary of its accident. Even I saw it, but I got a better look and saw its face. The engine had a very cold presence, one that I never felt before. He had an evil and demonic look that only the devil himself could describe.
Whoa! Don't jump scare me again like that. Please don't.
The engine had a number 0 on his side with 6 small wheels and was painted silver.
This is
An
horrid.
engine with 6 wheels, painted silver, and the number 0. Who was he?
The engine's overall appearance was just like you, Thomas, and his name was Timothy.
Thomas believes it now, I think. Thomas believes it now.
Why, bless my bell!
So the ghost train that I saw was him.
It seems to be, now that I remember it. It fitted the story of how it came together.
Timothy was an engine who looked like me? But I never saw him or ever met him before. How is this even possible that he can resemble me?
There's a 1 in a billion chance, Thomas. You know that, right?
No one replied. The shed had gone quiet. Thomas was still in a state of shock. Toby was confused, and Percy was left with so many questions flying around in his smoke box. The truth in finding out who the ghost train was had been told at last.
Alright, I think that's it. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna... I know what that is, but I'm gonna close it off. Right, so, I have no idea what that is, but I'm gonna close it off. So, yeah. That is going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe on SebiWebby777. Also make sure to like and subscribe on SebiWebby Live 777, which this video is going to be posted on. And also follow my Twitch account, twitch.tv/SebiWebby7777. And also join my Discord server, the El Gato Crew. So yeah. I am going to see you. Bye bye.